Hey guys, so this morning the headlines say the war is over and the premium is dead. Oil fell, the Dow closed at a record, everyone exhaled, and family offices across the world are looking to see who actually collected from this whole drama. Friday in Geneva, the United States and Iran will be signing a deal to end the 3 month war. The Strait of Hormuz will reopen, toll-free shipping, blockade lifted, market priced it in a single afternoon. Brent went down, Nasdaq went up. Now, read the fine print, the rally really skipped. The mines Iran laid are still in the water. Under the deal, they have 30 days to clear them. Ships that have sat in the Gulf for 3 months cannot move until the insurance companies and captains believe it's clear. Oil is still trading above where it was before the first missile flew, and so is the 10-year Treasury. The ceasefire runs 60 days. The nuclear question here is the thing the war was supposedly about, it's still unsettled. This is not the premium disappearing, it is the premium going quiet. And quiet is a very different thing than gone. Here's what the family offices understood that the headlines did not. A premium you can see on the screen is a premium everyone has already been paid for. The money was never in the spike. The money was in the owning the thing the spike made valuable and still owning it after the spike fades. So who collected actually? Start with the obvious one and dismiss it. The war risk underwriters, the people who wrote insurances on every tanker for 3 months. They collected enormously, and now the premium compresses, they walk away. That is a trade. Traders did that. It is not what the wealthy do, though. The wealthy asked a slower question. When the strait closed, who didn't notice? Did the families and funds that owned the pipe pass, the pipelines that route crude around the Hormuz entirely? While Iraq sat and shut down, looking at a year before its fields come back, Saudi and Emiratis oil kept moving through pipes that never touches the strait. That pipe didn't spike. It just never stopped earning. The deal did not kill that asset. It actually proved it. Then there's the oldest version of the move. 1956, when the Suez closed, Aristotle Onassis already owned the tankers. He hadn't bet on the closure, he simply owned the ships either way. The crisis didn't make him rich on a wager, it revealed an asset he already held. 3 months ago, it happened again. The people who owned the steel kept earning. The people who had chartered it paid the premium. Owning the assets is the position. The premium is just what the people without it hand you. And the newest move, the deal itself builds a backstop. A US and European mission whose entire job is keeping that strait open. Patient capital does not bet against a guaranteed like that. It earns alongside it quietly for years. So here's the answer to questions this episode has asked. Who collects the premium? Traders do. The wealthy never wanted to. When the deal compresses, the premium this week, watch whose numbers actually moves. The underwriter's edge evaporates. The pipeline's cash flow does not change by $1. That indifference, earning the same in the war and the peace, is the entire game, guys. The ultra wealthy are not asking how to collect that premium. They are asking how to make sure they never have to pay for it again. Here's the part that outlives the headline. A 60-day ceasefire in a war about nuclear weapons is not peace. It is a preview. It tells you the world is not getting less fragile. It is getting fragile on a schedule. And every premium that goes quiet under this deal surfaces again somewhere else. The next strait, the next grid, the next supply chain run too lean to survive a shock. The families who compound through the next decade are not collecting premiums at all. They are actually building the continuity the next shock will reward. Already positioned for a disruption that hasn't surfaced yet. It always comes back to the same 5 things every shock makes scarce. Power, material, infrastructure, land, and the capital architecture to own them. Almost none of it exists yet at the scale the next shock will demand. The premium you can name is already spent. The one worth owning is the opportunity that doesn't have a name yet. A trader collects the premium and waits for the next war. An owner earns through every one of them. Which is your capital, guys? See you next week.